Good morning, dreamers. Rise and shine. Another blessed and grateful day. Hope everybody had a phenomenal start off to the month so far. It is what are we at? The second, coming into the second day of the first of the fourth quarter. Love it, love it. Awesome. We got some amazing things here and on the way. We've actually been jumping around for the past couple of weeks. We just got back from Chicago over here in Miami, and then we're going to be taking the journey over to Dallas October 3rd to the 7th. It's looking like the game plan. So I'm excited for a lot of momentum. A lot of individuals are seeing transformations, breakthroughs, getting out of their comfort zones, seeing and doing things that they haven't done before to go ahead and get results that we have not seen yet. So I love it. That's what it's all about. And today's topic, fam, is going to be a short and sweet one. We're going to be talking about the RAS system, right? Now, something's very interesting when we're talking about the RAS system because it's something that every single human, I don't care who you are or where we come from, we all have an RAS system, and most of us, it's happening unconsciously. But when you're able to go ahead and really get intentional with this thing, this is why you see so many of the one percenters able to really experience a lot of these quantum leaps, bringing dreams to reality because they understand how to have this work for us instead of having this work against us. So this is huge, okay? First things first, what is everybody grateful for coming into today? Let me know. I'm grateful to be alive, grateful for God, grateful for the access, so thankful for the dream team, for the community, for the mentorship, because here's the deal. Sean talks about it all the time. He says, what business are we in? What business are we really in? And what business do we need to be in the next 6 months? And it's safe to say that every single one of us are in the perfect prime position to go ahead and maximize and take full advantage of what it is that we have right here in our fingertips. So no further ado, let's get into it for today. The RAS system. This is something I learned years ago, but when you actually understand it, you're going to realize that we've been doing this literally our entire life. And this is exactly how it works, okay? Imagine the first time you guys bought your car, right? Drop it down below. Do you guys remember the first car that you ever bought? Can you guys remember it? I'll never forget. I had a red Hyundai Accent. That was my very first car. And probably like you guys, you can relate. Great morning, great morning. Yes, blessed day. What was your first car? Do you remember? It was a red Hyundai Accent, and I'll never forget when I got that Hyundai Accent. It was like everywhere that I went driving, I couldn't miss that car. You guys ever been there? You guys ever got a new car, or maybe you were thinking about it, and now all of a sudden you start seeing it everywhere? Lovely, what's happening? It's kind of like the buggy. You guys remember that being a child? You spot a buggy, you got to like tag somebody. But now as we're looking for it, now we start seeing these buggies everywhere. Same thing with getting a new car. It's like in the second maybe we get a new car, we start to see it everywhere. Why? Because our RAS is focused on what is that we're thinking about. Oh man, the classic, the Ford Taurus, the forest green. I love it. And here's the cool part, okay? The reticular activating system, this has a purpose, it has a function. Because if we didn't have it, Mel Robbins, she talks about it like this. Imagine not having an RAS system and scrolling through Facebook. She says if we didn't actually have this, our brain would explode right off the top of our shoulders. Because think about it. When we're scrolling just on a simple Facebook page for a couple of scrolls, we're looking at thousands of pieces of information. We're looking at posts here, the ad there, the comment over here, the like over here, the banner over here. Our brain would explode if we took in every piece of information at the same face value. But that's what happens. We end up skimming through and we catch the things that end up resonating with us. And is it interesting enough how even outside of Facebook, this is what happens with life. Whatever the reticular activating system is focused on, you're going to see a lot of the times, we see it everywhere. I'll give you a perfect example. You ready? Watch this. Tony Robbins does this. He said, okay, everybody go ahead and look around the room or look around wherever you're at. And I want you to find everything that's green. Can you guys see it? Look at my screen. Everything that's green. And you can start to go ahead and pick through, and your brain is literally funneling through all of these different colors to find what is green. And now that's the focus. Now here's what's interesting. I said, okay, let's completely switch that up. I want you to focus on everything now that's white. and you're like, okay, well, that's easy. I see these clouds. I can see the little pieces in the background. I can see the sunlight up here. Wherever focus goes, energy flows, okay? Now imagine if we were focused on our goals just like that. This is why every day for literally for the past 804 days, we have gotten up and written our goals, because we understand that this is part of the process. This is literally how it works. You can't run away from this, because when you really start to see everything, and I mean everything, always ends up utilizing the reticular activating system. The problem is most are focused on the negative. And that's why it seems to be like we're finding the negative everywhere we look, because that's where the brain is focused on. So now we start seeing people, places, and opportunities that all correlates to making us feel negative, a low vibration. And just as the other side, focusing on the vision, the goals, sitting in the wish fulfilled. Let me ask everybody this. How does it feel to be sitting at December 31st? And imagine this. Imagine reading our congratulations letter for December 31st, and we're reading off all of the accomplishments that we've achieved for the year. Walking on stage, impacting lives, family giving us these abundant calls saying thank you for all the work that we've been able to put in. All of these messages coming in from Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, thanking you for the value that you've been able to pour, for the service that we've been able to bring. How cool does that feel? How amazing is it to be able to sit in that feeling as if it's already done, right? Imagine going out to Mexico, out to Dallas with the family. These private, I don't know if you guys know this, but on October 4th, if you are heading out to Dallas, we are having a private mastermind with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Brian Carruthers. So if you're free, if you're able to make it out, Friday is going to be, honestly, one of the days to remember. The 5th is going to be a phenomenal event, really setting up the next 30, 60, 90 days and coming into 2025. So guess where our RAS is going to be focused on? It's going to be locked in on our goals, locked in on our focus, locked in on the vision. And this is how simple it gets. Getting around the right community, the right mentorship, and taking massive action and believing that we can achieve success. Whatever success is to you. To each and every one of us, success is different. To some, it might be traveling. To some, it might be giving back to charity. To some, it might be experiencing the world. To some, it might be whatever it is. But I can tell you right now, when we get clear on what it is that we desire, the goals, the vision that's coming in for the rest of the year for all different aspects. What does the body look like? What are the finances? What are the relationship with our creator? What does it look like to give value to society on a daily basis? And I can promise you right now, when the RAS is focused on the right things, magic begins to happen. And you hear it all the time. Just like The Secret says, we will go ahead and become magnetic to the right people, places, and opportunities with the right RAS intact. So family, that is my training for today. I hope you got a ton of value. We're over here in Miami. I'm not sure how long we're going to be here, but I'll tell you this. If you have anybody that's out here, anybody that's local in the area, feel free to connect us with them. Anybody out in Dallas or near the area. I know JoJo, we're going to be out there in a couple of days. Let people know that we've got events that are happening all around the country for anybody to go ahead and take advantage of. So with that being said, fam, I love you guys. I appreciate you. We've got a ton of great calls coming into the schedule for today. Anything you need, we're here for you. And remember, we can be, do, and have anything we can hold in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. I love you, fam. Have a great day. Let's go out, make it happen. It's game time. Let's grow.